This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series on divine healing. For us to move into our state, our natural, return to our state of healing, healed, healer, we need to create or deepen our stillness practice. Stillness practice, what is that? It's meditation. It's mindfulness. It's silent prayer. Now, mindfulness is simply watching what's happening, especially what's happening inside with thoughts and feelings, neutrally and impersonally. Watch it with vague interest and as though it's happening in a TV show or a movie that you're not even that interested in. Interested enough to watch, but not personal. There's no judgment, there's no suppression, there's no blaming of others or projection, there's no pretending that it's not happening, there's no lying, there's no explaining, there's simple observation. What this does is it puts space between the false personality we spoke of in earlier videos, which is a block to healing. It's finally the only real block, and at least spiritual block, and who we really are in our healing, healed, healer state of divinity. Meditation is taking time to be quiet and do nothing, to simply be. Now, there's a million ways. You can look on the internet, you can look at, we have perhaps 250, 300 videos on the True Diamond Heart YouTube channel. You'll find probably 20 or 30 on meditation in there. And there's a million ways to meditate. But what it is it's devoting time to being and to the experience and the revelation of, again, just like the mindfulness, the stripping away of the false. There's two things in meditation. One is the contacting of divinity and the experience of divinity, which is both inspirational and the final goal. It's the light within the darkness and it's the light through the darkness. And then there's the experience of darkness. Meditation is sitting still with that which needs to be released. As we move more and more into meditation, we start to realize, as an 80-year-old friend of someone I once used to spend a lot of time with said, she uses it, well, she's probably 82 now, she uses meditation to clean. Brilliant. That's the other half, cleaning, to go through that which we've gathered and which doesn't let go all that easy. Has to be gone through. And then silent prayer. Now, the reason that most prayer doesn't work and the reason that we're not getting the results we're looking for from prayer is because we're asking God or divinity to do our will. Oh God, give me this, give me that, I want this, I want a better looking the other thing, and more of that, and more stuff, and so forth. Revenge, people pray for revenge, all kinds of stuff. Silent prayer, instead of talking, is listening, which is just the same as meditation. The only difference is we've put an actual idea of divinity into the meditation, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever works for us. And we'll find that as we move into silent prayer, start listening, we start asking more and more in our prayer and our meditation for the strength and the sincerity to do divine will. And when we ask for that, things start to come true. Miracles start to facilitate. And we're not talking about getting stuff. We're talking about internal miracles. And we're talking about physical reality. Literally shifting sometimes. Time does stuff that it can't do. But this is simply showing us that what we think we know, we don't know. Once a man, twice a child. Once an adult, twice a child. In our second incarnation as children, we come to the innocence of understanding. We know nothing. Please, in our ignorance, let us be open to being taught, as we spoke of 1 or 2 videos ago. Yes, I'm full of error. Let me acknowledge error. Let me stop clinging to error as though it's who I think I need to be. Let me be still. Be still and know. Be still and know. You think you don't have time for, first of all, your mind, if you don't have a stillness practice, cat hair. If you don't have a stillness practice, your mind will definitely say, I can't do this, I can't sit still, I can't. Well, that's a straight on lie. That's the dysfunctioning, maintaining its life on your vital energy. Don't believe your mind most of the time. Believe your mind when it tells you about practical things, when it tells you about spiritual things. Just say, listen, mind, you might be right, you might be wrong. Let me just watch you and let me open in stillness to what really is, and it will reveal for you. Be still and know. Be still and know. We don't have time. That's the one thing, is people will say they can't do it. That's just a lie. That's your mind lying to you. Don't believe that. It's actually trying to maintain its parasitical nature. The parasitical false self is trying to maintain control of you by telling you can't be still. You absolutely can be still. Doesn't matter if the puppy's doing that or the siren's doing that. I can be as still as I have learned to choose. I have chosen to learn to choose to surrender to be. It sounds complicated, but it's just practice and growing sincerity. The other thing people say is they don't have time. This is also a false idea. You don't have time not to meditate, not to be in stillness, mindful prayer, mindfulness, silent prayer. You don't have time not to. This is the only thing that will actually give you a true experience of eternity, a true experience of being in time, is to be still and know. Be still and know. Gentle, sweet, gentle. Take a moment right now, if you can. If you have 2 minutes in a safe place, just be still. Just sit here for a quiet moment. First, just notice that your body is in space. Feel your body. Feel the energy that moves through your body, that makes you alive and not a pile of chemicals and water. Pile of earth, water, air, and fire. There's an animating principle. Feel that. Now, allow the voice that's speaking. Close your eyes, please, so you can feel your body. Feel the embodied state, the life that is coursing through within your skin and beyond. You can let it move if you want, beyond your body. Now, allow the voice that's speaking. Feel the stillness that is the center of every word. Every word that is being spoken is full of stillness. The stillness is before, during, and after all manifestation. Words are simply manifestation. Stillness always is. Manifestation will always come into existence, change, and go out of existence. But stillness, which is the central principle of divinity and permeates and saturates all manifestation, is absolutely constant. And as we allow ourselves at this moment to be still at this moment, as we allow ourselves to be still, we begin to realize the eternal, timeless divinity that we are. And in this eternal, timeless divinity, we are, at this moment, healing on every level, not with the will of the individuated consciousness, but with the stillness that is all consciousness. I am. Be still and know. I am. Be still and know. I am God. Be still and know. I am God. And so it is. Come gently out of the experience into our quote-unquote normal frames of mind. And here we are. That was a very brief experience of stillness. This is a practice you must do every day. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. If you don't have a practice yet, 30 seconds. You don't have to get out of bed. Your husband or wife or partner doesn't have to know. You can just be lying there like this still if you don't want them to know. Or you can sit up and consciously sit more, obviously sit in a meditative pose. Sit still and just be still for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. Don't push it much past discomfort. Last thing before you go to sleep. As you do this over a few months, you'll start to increase the time naturally, because you'll start to feel the benefits and you'll start to feel the call. You'll want to do it, and you'll start to do it more and more in between times. Start to develop or deepen your stillness practice. It is the way you will heal. This is a promise, a guarantee. It's happened for every individual that's done it, and it will happen for you. We'll see you soon for more on divine healing.